to WWP Genetics. We're thrilled to have you join us for another engaging and educational video. Today, I will be discussing Pfizer's $6.7 billion bet on medical cannabis. Pfizer, one of the world's largest pharmaceutical giants, just made a $6.7 billion move that could reshape the future of medicine. And yes, it involves cannabis. But this isn't about dispensaries or recreational use. Pfizer is betting on a cannabinoid-based treatment for bowel disease, and the implications are massive. So what's really going on here? Why is Big Pharma suddenly embracing cannabis? And what does this mean for patients, growers, and the entire medical industry? In today's video, we're diving deep into what this move means for the medical cannabis industry, how it could reshape pharmaceutical innovation, and why this might be one of the most important deals in cannabis history. Stay tuned, because by the end, you'll understand not just what Pfizer is doing, but what it could mean for patients, investors, and the future of medicine. At a blockbuster $6.7 billion acquisition, Pfizer has taken over a biotech firm specializing in cannabinoid-based therapies, specifically targeting inflammatory bowel diseases like Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. This isn't just a side project. It's a strategic move into the medical cannabis sector, with a focus on non-psychoactive cannabis that show promise in treating chronic inflammation. The compound at the center of this is likely CBDV or THCV, cannabinoids with anti-inflammatory properties and minimal psychoactive effects. Pfizer was founded back in 1849, and since then, Pfizer has been at the forefront of global medicine for over 170 years. They're best known recently for their COVID-19 vaccine, but they've developed everything from antibiotics to cholesterol medications. So why cannabis? The answer is actually pretty simple: science and money. Pfizer sees cannabinoids not as a cultural trend, but as the next frontier in pharmaceutical innovation. With their global reach, clinical trial infrastructure, and billions in research and development spending, they're positioned to take cannabis medicine mainstream in a way smaller companies just can't. Over 3 million Americans suffer from inflammatory bowel diseases. Treatments are expensive, often ineffective, and come with serious side effects. Cannabinoids like CBD have shown promise in reducing gut inflammation, improving quality of life, and regulating immune response, all without the high. Pfizer sees an opportunity to develop a patent, FDA-approved cannabinoid treatment that could dominate a multi-billion-dollar market. Pharmaceutical acquisitions of this size don't happen unless a company sees serious potential for a blockbuster drug. Big Pharma doesn't gamble. If Pfizer spent billions, they believe cannabinoid-based medicine could become a multi-billion-dollar annual revenue stream. This marks a turning point. Cannabis isn't just a herbal supplement or alternative therapy anymore. It's being transformed into a regulated, clinically tested, and FDA-approved medicine, backed by one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the world. This move marks a turning point. For years, Big Pharma resisted cannabis legislation. Now, they're investing in it because the science is catching up. Clinical trials are validating what patients have known for years: cannabis works. Pfizer's entry could legitimize cannabinoid medicine in the eyes of regulators, insurers, and mainstream healthcare providers. If Pfizer can bring a cannabinoid therapy to market that is safe, effective, and covered by insurance, it could become the new standard of care. For patients who struggle through flare-ups, endless medications, and even surgery, this could be life-changing. Now here's where things get really interesting. The cannabis industry has been long dominated by smaller companies, grassroots movements, and state-level legislation. But now, Big Pharma is here. For years, cannabis advocates have warned this day would come, the day pharmaceutical giants enter the market. Some see it as validation, while others worry it could mean monopolization. On the positive side, Pfizer's involvement could accelerate FDA approvals, clinical trials, and insurance coverage. Imagine walking into a pharmacy with a prescription for a cannabinoid pill covered by your health insurance. But here's the flip side. What happens to small growers, independent dispensaries, and medical cannabis patients who relied on natural whole plant medicine? This acquisition raises big questions about whether cannabis will stay accessible or whether pharmaceutical companies will dominate with synthetic versions. Pfizer's resources could accelerate research, improve dosing precision, and expand access, especially for chronic conditions where cannabis already shows promise. For investors, Pfizer's move is a huge signal. When one of the world's largest pharmaceutical companies makes a multi-billion-dollar bet on cannabis, it sends a clear message. Cannabis medicine isn't just a niche, it's the future. This could spark more acquisitions, more partnerships, and more institutional money flowing into the cannabis space. We've already seen interest from other major players like Johnson & Johnson and Novartis dipping into cannabinoid research. Pfizer's leap could trigger a domino effect. For the broader cannabis industry, this is both validation and disruption. On one hand, it proves cannabis medicine is here to stay. On the other hand, it means the landscape is about to change dramatically. So in conclusion, Pfizer's $6.7 billion acquisition marks a new era for medical cannabis. With their resources and reach, cannabinoid-based therapies could move from fringe medicine to mainstream healthcare. The big question is, will this benefit patients by making treatments more available and affordable, or will it tighten corporate control over a plant that's been used for centuries? One thing's for sure, the medical cannabis revolution just got a major boost, and the world will be watching what Pfizer does next. What do you think? Is this a step forward for cannabis medicine, or a takeover by Big Pharma? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button. We hope you found today's video educational. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share to stay updated on our latest content. For more exciting insights, be sure to check out our brother channel at WWP Logistics. See you in the next video.